Hello, this is Davide Biocchi speaking, and this is my weekly intermarket analysis. Let's start as usual with the euro dollar, that as we can see here is moving around the support level, very relevant, that is among 1.05, 1.045. So what we have seen is that during the last week, we have seen the market collapsing below 1.035, more or less was the level the market touched, and then there was a recovery. And now the market is deciding if remaining in this area up here, and in this case, the first target could be in area 1.06, or let's say moving again below this level. In this case, especially if we look at traded volume, parity will be probably behind the corner, very soon reached. So this is really relevant and important. And let's switch from the euro dollar to the commodities, and let's start with the crude oil that was and still is in a period in which the volatility really collapsed down, as it is easy to see here, and the market right now is in a sideways. So the area around 66 here and 72, 72.5 up there. We are quite far the level of 78. That in a certain way will probably mean let's say, change of a present trend. And it's also unable to go and test the level of 64, that is the support here. So we are in a sideways, not such a big volatility, and waiting for some decision by the OPEC Plus, or the organization of the countries that are supplier of oil, to understand if they will go through with additional cuts or will remain in the present situation. Very interesting is also the chart of the gold. The gold is, let's say, continuing raising up there, and it's really clear. We have a level here, 2,800, all-time high, and probably the resistance, real resistance here, and we have another level here around the area 2,550. That is, let's say, considered the main support. So the market can probably remain in between this level and will accelerate for sure if the top level up here or this minimum here will be, let's say, we'll see prices below or up. So it's really interesting too. After these commodities, let's have a look at the also at the Japanese yen. So what happened here was that in the beginning the dollar collapsed very fast against the yen after a very long run here, and this was in August when the market collapsed down. I mean the stock market, especially the tech stocks market. So there was an additional minimum here, so multiple bottom here, then reaction, and we are right now in this area that is really relevant. Will the price go above? I think that in that case we can expect, let's say, we can assume the present and the previous top level up there as a main resistance, or as it is right now, the market can continue moving in between these two levels with a very relevant price around the average here. So very interesting too. Let's continue with the stock indices, and let's start with the European one, where we have a very different situation comparing the European DAX that went for a new all-time high above a level of 20,000. So rounded price reached and the market even up. Okay, so this is really interesting. And the DAX is more similar to what is happening to the S&P 500 and to the Nasdaq itself, but it's very different from what is happening here with the Euro stock, where yes, we have a rebound here. Yes, we have seen a double bottom here, but we are unable for the moment to go again above a level of 5,000 and to retest previous resistances that are there, very strong. So this is for what concerning Europe, and for what concerning US indices. the S&P 500 was able to do day after day new all-time high. The volatility is very thin. The VIX is really below 14 and very close to 13, let's say, and it's interesting. And we can see that the market is moving step by step, small step after small step to new all-time high above a level of 6,000. But right now, also the Nasdaq was able to go and do the same. Let's say stocks like Apple, like Meta, doing very good efforts. They have created very interesting movement that, let's say, were able to make the Nasdaq going for a new all-time high that we can see here. Just to understand, I am referring to situation like this one. So where we have the stock of Apple that did a breakout, very solid breakout here, and there was also, let's say, a triangle that worked a lot, and when the market went through, for sure, it was pushed. So let's see if we will see additional new all-time high, but the market is really doing very good. So thank you very much for this. Davide Biocchi from Italy. See you soon. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.